1935, August. I'd been back 3 months in the old country, and frankly wondering why. The weather made me liverish, no exercise to speak of, and the talk of the ordinary Englishman made me sick. I'd had enough of the parties and restaurants and race meetings. No power to go about with, which probably explains things. Hobby binge, lost in a Canadian treasury. Tommy Deloraine married off to a blonde heiress in Chicago. Chips Carruthers, eaten by crocodiles in the Limpopo. Leaving me. Richard Hannay, 37 years old, sound in wind and limb. Back home. Which was no home at all, if you want to know, just a dull little rented flat in Westwell. Portland Place, actually. And I was bored. No, I was more than bored, I was tired. Tired of the world. Tired of life, to be honest. So, I called my broker, he wasn't in. Dropped into my club, full of old colonial buffers. Had a scotch and soda. Picked up the evening paper, put it down. Full of elections and wars and rumours of wars. And I thought, who the bloody hell cares, frankly? What actually happens? What happens to anyone? What would happen to me? No one would miss me, I could quite easily just... And then I thought, come on, Hannay. Pull yourself together, man. Find something to do, you bloody fool. Something mindless and pointless. Something utterly trivial. Something... I know! A West End show! That should do the trick.
Gentlemen, and now, with your kind attention, I have the immense honour and privilege to present to you one of the most remarkable men ever in the whole world, Mr. Memory! Every day, Mr. Memory commits to memory 50 new facts from newspapers and from scientific books, from history and from geography. In fact, more facts is in his brain than is possible to conceive. I will also mention that before retiring, Mr. Memory has kindly consented to leaving his entire brain to the British Museum for scientific purposes. Thank you.
Thank you. I will now place myself in a state of complete mental readiness for this evening's performance and clear my brain of all extrinsic and superhuman material. Thank you.
Is this seat taken?
I don't believe so, no.
Now then, are you ready for the questions, Mr. Memory?
Quite ready for the question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gents, first question, please. Come on now, please, don't be shy. What was that? Who won the cup in 1926? Who won the cup in 1926?
Who won the cup in 1926? The Tottenham Hotspurs won the cup in 1926, beating out the Arsenal Gunners by 5-0 in the presence of His Majesty King George V. Am I right, sir?
Quite right, Mr. Memory.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the next question, please. What was Napoleon's horse called? What was Napoleon's horse called?
Well, what was Napoleon's horse called? Napoleon's horse was called Bellerophon. What he rode for the final time at the Battle of Waterloo, June 15th, 1815. Am I right, sir?
Quite right, Mr.
Thank you.
Memory.
Thank you.
Thank you. What was that, sir? How old's my West? How old's my West, Mr. Memory?
Well, I know, sir, but I never tell ladies age.
Very good, Memory. Now then, a serious question, please.
I say,
What was that, sir? Yes, sir?
what is the distance between Winnipeg and Montreal?
Gentleman from Canada. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
How far is Winnipeg from Montreal, Mr. Memory?
Winnipeg from Montreal. Winnipeg from Montreal. I have to be 1,454 miles. Am I right, sir?
Quite right.
Thank you!
Thank you!
Thank you!
Thank you!
Thank you! Thank you!
You're right.
Yes. And the next question, please.
Did you hear that?
Calm down, ladies and gentlemen! Calm down, please! Well, I'd like to
That's right, Mr. Memory. Forward into
Oh, that's enough, Mr.
Nine
Memory.
goals to my wife, sir.
Very good,
My
Mr.
West independent of who's goals to
Play,
Not on the bet, they're my wife.
That was
I'm right,
Mr.
sir. I'm right, sir.
Memory.
I'm right, sir.
Don't
I'm
forget
right,
his
sir.
name now.
Thank you, sir.
Mr.
Thank you,
Memory.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Never can find the switch. Damn it.
Turn it off! Quickly. Scheiße, blind.
Pardon?
Blind.
Blind?
Blind, blind, close the blind.
Oh, blind, right, yes, of course, right, blind, sorry. The accent. Ah,
Now's a light, Mr. Honey.
light, right. Oh. Have a drink, why don't you?
Thank you. For you?
Thank you.
Mr. Honey,
How do you know my name?
I saw it in the lobby.
Oh, right. Oh, hello, there's a telephone.
Don't answer it, please.
Why not?
Because I think it is for me. Please don't answer.
Now look here,
Yes?
am I allowed to know your name?
You don't want to know my name?
Don't I?
Schmidt.
Schmidt.
Annabella Schmidt.
So what's the story, Annabella Schmidt?
Mr. Honey, may I be very impertinent for a moment and ask for something to eat?
Of course. Would you care for some haddock?
Haddock would be wunderbar, thank you.
Nothing like a good spot of haddock. Now look here.
Yes?
It was you who found that revolver in the theatre, wasn't it? The show wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad.
There were two men in this theatre trying to shoot me.
You need to be more careful in choosing your gentleman friends.
No jokes, Mr. Honey, please.
A beautiful, mysterious woman pursued by gunmen. Sounds like a spy story.
That's exactly what it is. Only I prefer the word agent better.
Secret agent, I suppose? For which country?
I have no country.
Born in a balloon, eh?
Mr. Honey, please. I am being pursued by a very brilliant secret agent who is on the point of obtaining highly confidential information vital to the safety of your air defense. I tracked two of his men to that music hall. Unfortunately, they recognize me.
Ever heard of a thing called persecution mania?
You don't believe me?
Frankly, I don't.
They're in the street right this moment, beneath your English lamppost. Take a look, why don't you? But be careful. Now, do you believe me?
Right, you win. You win.
Mr. Honey, I'm going to tell you something which is not very healthy. It will mean either life or death. But if I tell you, then you are involved.
Involved.
You wish to be involved?
Tell me!
Very well. Have you ever heard of the 39 steps?
What's that, a pub?
Your English humor will not help, Mr. Honey. I tell you, these men act quickly. You don't know how clever their chief is. I know him very well. He has a dozen names. He can look like 100 people. But one thing he cannot disguise. This part of his little finger is missing. So, if ever you should meet a man with no top joints there, be very careful, my friend.
I'll remember that.
Mr. Honey.
Richard.
Richard.
Yes? You had it?
Mine haddock? No. I have rather lost a taste for haddock. I need a map of Scotland.
Scotland.
There is a man in Scotland who I must visit next if anything is to be done. An Englishman. He lives in a big house.
A big house?
At a place called Altnashalloch.
I beg your pardon.
Altnashalloch.
Altnashalloch. And the 39...
Bring it to my room.
Certainly.
Good night, Richard.
Good night, Annabella.
Richard.
No, Annabella. Listen here, Annabella. You just breeze into my life and, get me all involved. And, well, frankly, Annabella, to be quite frank, I've never met someone like you. And frankly,
Richard! Richard! I'm so sorry. So very sorry. Richard! I tell you, these men act quickly. Quickly! They will stop at nothing. Now there is no turning back. Oh, my dear Richard. Old Nashalok!
Golly!
There is a man in Scotland, only a matter of days, perhaps hours, before the secret is out of the country. I tell you, these men act quickly, quickly. Open the shop.
Alt na Sherlock.
Go blimey, mate, what you up to? I nearly died of fright.
Could you use a pound note, brother?
A pound note, what's the catch?
I need to make a getaway.
Oh, do a bunk?
Exactly.
What you been up to?
I'm going to need to trust you. There's been a murder on the first floor.
A murder? A murder? By who? By you?
Not by me, no. Do you see those two men over there?
Yeah?
They're spies, foreigners. They've murdered a woman in my flat and now they're after me.
Oh, come off it. Funny joke at 5 o'clock in the morning.
All right. I'll tell you the truth. Are you married?
Oh, sure am, but don't rub it in.
Well, I'm not, you see. I'm a bachelor.
Lucky.
But I've been seeing this married woman.
Naughty.
Point is,
Yeah?
she was leading me on.
No!
It was all a setup.
Oh, would you believe
You
it?
see those two men over there?
I do.
Know who they are?
Who are they?
One's her brother, the other's her husband.
Go blimey, mate, I wouldn't be in your shoes. Yeah, and my cap and coat.
Oh, thank you.
Perfect.
I say. Here, take a pound.
Oh, pound note? Oh, thank you, Gum.
Take two.
£2, that's very kind of you. I need, £3, oh Jesus. Leave the pony around the corner, you do the same for me one day. Hang on, that's out of my coat. That's my money you just, hey, come back here. Oi, you.
Morning, Mr. Allen. What a lovely morning this morning it is this morning. How about this here anyway? You got people shopping like...
Well, for one thing, they're much prettier than they were 20 years ago.
More free.
Free and easy. Oh,
Remember the old-fashioned sort?
all bones and no bends.
My wife. Look at this now. Our new streamlined model #1.
A glory to behold. Anything to go with it?
Look at this little beauty.
Now that's a sight for sore eyes.
You can say that again. The two wonders of the modern world.
I tell you what, bring them back when they're filled. Get it?
When they're filled.
When they're filled.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
Where are we now?
Oh, Halifax. Durham. Berwick upon Tweed. Biscuit?
Much obliged.
Biscuit?
No, thank you.
Suit yourself. Oh, here we are.
That was quick.
Wonder what won the 2 o'clock at Windsor.
I'll get your paper.
I'll go to the lavatory. Excuse me.
Sorry.
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 Sorry. Sorry. Evening paper, latest news. Evening paper, latest news.
Evening paper, please.
Evening paper, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Evening paper, latest.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Sorry.
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 Go
Sorry.
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 Sorry. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Good Lord.
What is it?
Been a woman murdered in a fashionable West End flat.
Oh, these sex dramas don't appeal to me. Who won?
What one what?
2 o'clock at Windsor.
2 o'clock at Windsor. Bachelor boy.
Good.
At 7 to 4 on.
Not so good.
Anyway, where was we? Ah, yes. Stabbed in the back she was. Portland Mansions, Portland Place.
By the BBC? That's the place to put someone to sleep. What was she like?
Well-dressed woman, about 35. Terrible.
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 The tenant, Richard Hannay, is missing.
Oh, you do surprise me.
Approximately 37. Dark wavy hair. Piercing blue eyes. Pencil mustache.
Excuse me.
Yes?
May I see your paper?
Oh, certainly.
Think I'll pop out to the buffet car. Finished?
Yes.
Fancy anything?
Oh, no, thank you.
Suit yourself.
Yep, just go. Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, thank you, sorry. Good heavens! Place is stiff with police. Oh, excuse me, Constable. Call the West End murder, yes?
Oh, we'll catch him, don't you worry, sir.
That's the spirit, Constable.
On board! Anything suspicious, let us know, sir.
Certainly will, Constable.
On board!
Hey, the paper late, please. Hey, the paper late, please.
Oh, no, thank you, sir. On board!
All right, all right.
Keep an eye out, won't you, sir?
Certainly will, Constable.
Don't forget, sir.
No, I won't, Constable.
All aboard for the Highlands, all aboard!
Read all about it. Read all about it.
All aboard, all aboard! All aboard!
Excuse me, is this 9:41 to Reading?
That one, well.
Thank you, sir.
All aboard, let's be having you.
Read all about it. Read all about it.
All aboard, all aboard!
Read the paper, late excuse. Late excuse. Read all about it. Read all about it. Read all about it. Late
All right,
excuse.
get on with it.
Oh,
Thank you.
Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Excuse
Sorry.
me. Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh. Well, back to the buffet car. Listen to this. The police are searching the train. Every compartment.
Every compartment.
Now listen, here's a corker. A young man
I must be,
I hope you don't mind us talking shop. On the run, you see.
from our wives.
Never go home.
Rewrite the railways and sell underwear.
It's all we do.
A young man from Nantucket grew a Venus flytrap in a bucket. He said when it grew, now what do? Do I keep it for breeding or he's in a rush?
Excuse me, sirs. Sorry to disturb you, but have you seen this man? His name is Richard Hannay.
Excuse me, sirs. Sorry to disturb you, but have you seen this man? His name is Richard Hannay.
Oh, darling, how lovely it is to see you.
Someone having a free lunch in there.
And a free pudding too, I wouldn't wonder.
No, I'm sorry, I had to do it. You see, I'm on the run for the police. They're after me for murder, but I swear I didn't do it. You have to help me. I need to stay free for the next few days. The safety of this
Excuse
country
me,
depends on-
sirs. I hope you don't mind, but we're looking for this man. His name is Richard Hannay.
This is the man you want, Inspector.
Oh, but he just came by
He
now.
pushed in here and forced himself upon me. His name is Richard Hannay. Is your name Richard Hannay? But this attractive young lady clearly stated. After a constable!
What, sir? Wonderful bridge, sir.
I can see that constable! Grab him, man! Excuse me? Not right now, miss! Can I help? Not right now, miss! Just a thought! Yes, miss! What about the communication card? Good idea, miss! Shall I call it? Bestie boy, dear miss! Put a communication card now!
No, sir. Not the communication.
suspect, Richard Hannay, managed to jump from a train onto the Forth Bridge just outside Edinburgh. Police pursued him on the bridge, but he gave them the slip, hanging from girders with his bare hands. The suspect is approximately 37 and about 6'1". Although he is clearly dangerous, he is quite good looking actually, with dark wavy hair, piercing blue eyes, and a very attractive pencil moustache. It is not known whether he survived this ordeal. Police had to call off the search in the gathering darkness.
Excuse me.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for work.
What kind of work?
I'm an itinerant labourer.
You'll find nothing in this vicinity.
Are there no big houses around here?
Nay, big houses.
What about that big house?
What big house?
That big house.
Oh, that big house.
Isn't that a big house?
That is a big house.
So who's this then?
A professor, I believe. Professor Jordan. An Englishman.
An Englishman. It wouldn't be called Alt Na Sherlock, now would it?
It would.
Oh, okay. I'll try that. Thank you. Cheerio.
You won't tonight.
Won't I?
It's 14 miles, the other side of the loch.
I'm sure I'll be okay.
Margaret!
Aye.
We have a visitor.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
You could stay here, if you wanted.
Second thoughts, I'd be very kind.
Can you eat the herring?
I can murder half a dozen right now.
Can you sleep in a box bed?
I can try.
2 and 6.
Done.
See to the gentleman and be quick about it.
Your daughter?
My wife!
Well done.
Prepare the herring.
Aye.
I'll see to the coos.
Sorry?
I'll see to the coos.
Right.
Won't you come in, please?
I'd love to.
There's your bed.
Marvellous.
Could you sleep there, do you think?
I could sleep anywhere right now.
Won't you sit down, please, whilst I'm going with our supper?
Certainly. I say,
Yes?
you wouldn't have today's paper?
My husband has the paper.
Right. So, been in these parts long?
No, I'm from Glasgow.
Glasgow?
Do you ever see it?
No, I never did.
Oh, you should. You should see Social Street on a Saturday night with all its fine shops and the houses and the cinema lights and the palaces. It's Saturday night tonight.
Well, I've never been to Glasgow, but I have been to Edinburgh and Montreal and London.
London?
I can tell you all about London if you like at supper.
Oh, nay. John would never approve of that, I doubt.
John,
My husband, he says it's best to not think of such places and all the wickedness that goes on there.
I can tell you about it now if you'd like.
Aye, you could.
What do you want to know?
Is it true that all the ladies paint their toenails
Some of them.
and put rouge and lipsticks on their faces?
They do, yes.
Do London ladies look beautiful?
Not if you were beside them.
You ought not to say that.
Ought not to say what?
I was just telling your wife how I prefer living in the country to the city.
God made the country.
Certainly did.
So be ready, woman.
Almost.
Then hurry, you said.
Excuse me, can I see your paper?
If you must. I just remembered. You didn't tell me your name.
Oh, Hammond.
Mr. Hammond.
No, just Hammond.
Here we are.
Oh, I'll say a prayer before we begin.
Good idea.
O most mighty and unforgiven Father, sanctify these bounteous and undeserved mercies on us miserable sinners. Make us bow on bended knee and make us truly thankful for all thy manifold blessings, and continually turn our loathsome hearts from wickedness, lash our lustful desires, and beat our gluttonous thoughts through the 3/4 railing stick, praising our bestial noses to the grindstone, and blinding our eyes to the tawdry beads and baubles of worldly wicked things. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, I just remembered. I forgot to lock the barn. I'll just go. Okay.
Right you are.
Aye. Matt alone. Making room behind my back. Get out! And as for ye...
Not so fast, friend! Gah! Listen, it's not what it looks like. She was only trying to help you.
Aye! To bring shame and disgrace upon my home.
Actually, if you want to know, I'm on the run for the police.
The police?
They're after me for murder.
Murder? Police? They're right outside.
Don't let them in! Say I'm not here! I can make it worth your while.
How much?
£5.
In cash?
Will you take a check?
Don't be funny with me.
Pay him, pay him. Oh, I didn't trust him. Listen. I was right. He's double crossing you. Quick, to the window. Not that window.
Which window?
The rear window. Quick.
What?
Your jacket. It's all in the night coming.
That's the latest Harris tweed.
Oh, God, I'll see you in the dark road. Let's take this one.
What's this?
My husband's hymnbook.
I can sing a hymn if I get frightened.
Don't joke, I beg of you.
What'll happen to you?
Don't worry about me.
I wish I could just take you away from all this.
No, this is my home.
What's your name?
Margaret.
I'll never forget this, Margaret.
There he is. After him.
We're sorry to interrupt this programme of popular Scottish romantic music to set your heart a-quiver, to bring you an important news flash. Richard Hannay, wanted in connection with the Portland Place murder, has been spotted on the moors near Loch Crimond. Police have warned he is almost certainly armed and dangerous. Here is his description once again. He is approximately 37 and about 6'1", with dark wavy hair, piercing blue eyes, and of course his very attractive pencil moustache. His time on the moors has actually made him slightly more rugged looking, which makes him look even better looking than he did before. The suspect, Richard Hannay, is currently on foot in inhospitable terrain, and police can assure listeners that they are closing in with specialist squads in fugitive apprehension by foot, road, and by air.
There it is! After him!
Which direction?
North by northwest!
North by northwest. Well, that's the direction of...
Professor Jordan's house!
Professor Jordan's house. Why is it going there, I wonder?
No idea.
Oh, he's disappeared.
Oh, no.
Oh, there he is.
Shoot, man! Shoot!
Damn it, missed him. Damn his impenetrable Scottish mist.
Wait a minute. Oh, my God.
What?
We're too close to the...
What?
Oh, no.
What?
Change direction! Change direction!
I can't!
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm going.
We're going.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I'm looking for the professor.
Oh, I'm the professor's wife, Louisa Jordan.
Could I please see the professor? It's really quite important.
Can I have a name?
Yes, Hammond. Tell him I'm the friend of Annabella Schmidt.
Oh, Annabella Schmidt. Annabella Schmidt, come right inside. Come right inside.
Lovely house.
Oh, we like it. We're just having a couple of drinks to celebrate my daughter Hillary's birthday. A couple of good acquaintances of my husband, including the sheriff of the county. We're organising a shooting party later, if you care to come join us.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, shall we pop into the party?
Certainly.
Oh, on second thoughts, perhaps it's best if I fetch my husband directly.
all right?
So you're from Annabella Schmidt.
I am, yes.
Do you have any news?
She's been murdered.
Oh, dear, yes, of course, the Portland Mansions affair. Quite dreadful. And now the police are after you.
They are, rather.
Well, don't you worry. I managed to put them off the scent. They'll be far away by now.
Thank you kindly.
Not at all, old chap.
I didn't do it.
Of course you didn't, Mr. Hannay. I suppose it's quite safe to call you your real name now.
Quite safe.
Jolly good. But tell me, why did you come over to Scotland? Tell me about it.
Because I believe she knew about some secret Air Ministry foreign agent, secret, and she was killed by a foreign agent who was interested too.
Okay, so, oh, do take a seat, Mr. Hannay. Oh, I'm so sorry, you must be exhausted. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. So did she tell you what this foreign agent was?
There wasn't time. There was this one thing.
Yes?
He was missing part of this little finger.
You sure it was that little finger?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure it wasn't this one?
Not pretty sure it wasn't.
Mr. Hannay! I'm afraid I've been guilty of leading you down the garden path. Or should I say, up.
I
can never remember.
I seem to be in the wrong garden, all right.
You see, Hannay, you have put me in a very difficult position. I live here as a respectable citizen. My very best friend is the sheriff of the county. My entire existence could be jeopardized if it became known that I was, how shall I say, not what I seem. You see, there's my wife and my daughter to think of. And what makes it doubly important that I simply can't let you go is that I'm just about to convey some very vital information out of the country. Oh yes, I've got it all right. I'm afraid poor Annabella Schmidt would have been far too late. So it seems there's only one option now.
Hey, will Mr. Hammond be eating lunch with us?
I don't think so, dear.
Very well, very well.
That is unless, of course, you decide to join him.
For lunch?
You see, you're exactly the kind of man we need. Sharp, cold-blooded, ruthless, intelligent. When the war comes, these will be the exact qualities we need.
War?
Oh yes, well, I've got to share with it.
What if I don't believe in those qualities?
But what other qualities are there?
Human qualities.
What human qualities?
Selflessness, sacrifice, loyalty, love.
Love? When have you ever been in love? It's not in your nature, old sport, is it? You have no heart, Hannay. But you know this, don't you? So sad, isn't it? No one to love, no one to care for, no home to go to. But there is, you see. There is our home.
Our home?
Yes, our home. Oh, people give you love, Hannay. And in return, you will love us. The master race, on a great, unstoppable march, commanded eternally by destiny itself. So what do you say, Hannay? Will you join us?
All right, Professor, if you think I'm the right material.
Yes! Yes, I do! I do! Oh, how utterly splendid! I
There's
literally
just
enjoyed it!
one question.
Yes, yes!
One small little detail.
Absolutely, my evening.
Before I sign up,
Go on, go on.
what are the 39 steps?
These 39 steps. Well, though I say so myself, they are mine own brilliant ideas, the very soul of the enterprise, the very... But wait a minute. You thought you could pull the one? You thought you could join us and then...
Master Race, I despise you!
You are just as bad as she was. Annabella Schmidt, with all her outmoded, sentimental notions of democratic Bovenscheich dribble. You pathetic, petty-minded, pulse-glamorous. The 39 steps, Hannay. I tell you, you will never know.
All right.
Good try,
Good show, mate.
Yeah,
Well done.
yeah. ladies and gents. We have come to the midpoint in our show, and due to unforeseen time constraints, we can no longer continue. So, up you get to the door. Come on, get up. No, I'm not kidding. Get up. Stand up. Yep. Follow her lead. Come on, get up.
Wait,
Everyone, get up.
You can't leave me dead on the floor. Hey, sit back down. I'm Richard Hannay. I'm charming. I'm gorgeous. Want to hear how this ends? It's jolly indecent to end a narrative halfway through the thriller. People need to know how things turn out.
Mr. Memory.
Oh, yeah, right, sir.
What'd you say?
Oh, I can remember the plot, sir.
All right, off you go.
All right. So Anna is shot dead by the evil
Yes,
Professor
they know that
Jordan.
bit.
All right. Well, the bullet is shot by a hymn book, which is in the top pocket of the crofter's coat.
Saved by religion.
Anna goes to the police, but the chief inspector is a friend of Professor Jordan.
On the run again.
Anna jumps through a window and lands in the middle of a political worry.
Oh. Excuse me. I'm wondering if you can help me.
Just a minute, sir.
You see, the thing is,
If you don't mind, sir.
It's kind of time sensitive.
Hey, just please.
I wonder if you can help me. I'm in a little bit of a pickle.
Hello, you're here.
I am?
Thank the Lord, we're all here. Here comes Mr. McQuarrie.
He's here. Thank the Lord.
Oh, have a seat. Oh, yes. Oh, it's absolutely dreadful. What's this doing in there? Oh, you're absolutely scruffy. Goodness gracious. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my extreme pleasure to introduce to you our ever-loved chairman of the board, Mr. McQuarrie, to introduce our illustrious guest speaker. Mr. McQuarrie, if you would please.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there is no need for me to introduce tonight's special guest, as he is well known.
Mr. McQuarrie, sir.
Aye.
Speak up, sir.
Speak up.
Speak up, aye.
Speak up, aye. No need for me to introduce the special guest speaker, as he brings many terrible qualities. His brilliant record as a soldier, statesman, and pioneer stands out, and he is the perfect candidate to tell you in no uncertain terms how crucial it is that our candidate be returned by an adequate majority at this crucial by-election. So, now, without further ado, let me introduce tonight's special guest speaker, Captain Rob Roy McCann.
Hey. You see, when she was saying all those nice things, I failed to realize they were about me. So, I've had a really busy life recently. It's been quite frenzied, and I've been meeting people. I've been meeting real people. People doing the best with the terrible situations the world throws at them. And you know what they do? They damn well help each other. Is that such an outmoded, sentimental notion? Is it? I want to live in a good world. A world where no neighbor plots against neighbor, where everyone gets a square deal and a sporting chance. Is that the kind of world you want to live in? Is it? You? And you?
Yes,
And you?
definitely.
And you? And you?
Yeah.
And definitely you. Vote for it. Vote for a good world. Vote for a decent world. Vote for Mr. McCrocodile.
This is the man you want, Inspector.
Sorry.
The police drive Hannay to the station.
Excuse me, you're gonna get your heels shot. Okay, right. Pamela is informed that she is needed to identify the prisoner.
And it soon becomes obvious that the police are not police at all.
But a couple of thugs working for Professor Jordan.
They handcuff Hannah and Pamela together.
Or they stop the car to shoo away some sheep.
They shoo the sheep away.
I just said that.
Oh. Cuffed together, Hannah drags the unwilling Pamela out of the vehicle along with him.
To an open inn, where Pamela manages to slip out of the handcuffs and overhears a dodgy cop on the phone, confirming her entire story.
Morning.
What's the big idea? How did you get out of it? Why didn't you run away?
I did. Then, just as I was going, I discovered you've been speaking the truth.
May I ask what earthquake caused your brain to work at last?
2 policemen came here last night. The ones from the car. I overheard them telephoning. They're not policemen.
I know they're not policemen. I said they weren't policemen.
Sorry.
That's right. What did they say?
Oh, yes, a lot of stuff. Something with a number. 20...
30.
30, that's right. 30...
9.
39
Steps.
39 steps. How did you know that? Someone's going to warn them.
What?
How can you warn steps?
Never mind. Go on.
Oh, yes, right. There was another thing. Someone's got the wind up and is clearing out. And I know they're picking up someone from the London Palladium.
The London Palladium? The London Palladium. Who's that, I wonder? The professor, our friend with a little missing finger? Funny thing for a master spy to do.
I'm sorry. I feel such an awful fool for not having believed you.
It's quite all right. Well,
Well,
basically,
going, I suppose. What?
Which room are they staying in?
Who?
The 2 men.
Staying in?
There's 2 men you overheard. Which room are they staying in?
I don't know, sorry. They drove off into the night. Rather fast, actually.
Where?
Where? Does it matter?
Does it matter?
What?
What do you mean, does it matter?
I'm sorry,
Oh, you button-headed little idiot. Why did you stop them?
What?
This is unbelievably appalling.
Button-headed?
Why did you stop them?
Because I wanted to see you.
Well, that was a silly thing to do.
Apparently, yes.
Where are they going?
I don't know. The London Palladium, I suppose.
When?
Tonight, on the way out.
On the way out of what?
I don't know what.
Well, that's 4 or 5 precious hours wasted.
Well, if they're all leaving the country, that's just fine, isn't it? Just leave well alone.
Leave well alone. Leave well? I am accused of murder, and the only way to clear my name is to expose those spies.
There you go again, you see. Selfish.
What?
Heartless, beastly, horrid, and
But
selfish.
much more important than that, much more important is that they are carrying a secret vital to the safety of our air
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Which show, matinee or evening?
I don't know.
Well, thanks for the help. Goodbye.
Goodbye. And don't expect me to come with you.
I won't.
Good.
Good.
I'm not surprised. You're an orphan. This is the London Palladium.
Oh, good Lord, I thought you'd run off.
You ran off.
Okay, well, I was bloody furious.
I'll go then, shall I?
No, stay now that you're here.
All right.
Look, we found it.
Who?
The professor.
Professor?
In that box up there, do you see?
Gosh, yes. But you can't do anything about it. I've been to Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard?
My uncle's chief commissioner, actually.
Chief Commissioner?
Yes, Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob?
Yes.
Bob's your uncle?
Yes, and he said nothing's been stolen from the air industry. No top secret information or anything.
Have you ever heard those 2
Well,
names?
they've checked, and they're absolutely certain.
The police, they didn't follow you here, did they?
Oh dear. Sorry.
That's it then, that's it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And now, with your kind attention, I have the immense honour and privilege to present to you one of the most remarkable men ever in the whole world, Mr. Memory!
Wait a minute.
Thank you.
Mr. Memory.
I will now place myself in a state of mental readiness for this evening's performance and clear my inner being of all eccentric and supernumerary material.
I've got it. Of course they didn't notice anything going out. All the information's inside Mr. Memory's head. That's why the professor's here tonight, to take Mr. Memory out of the country.
All right now, ladies and gentlemen. Can I have a first question, please? The first question, please. Anyone? Who built St. Paul's Cathedral? Who built St. Paul's Cathedral? I tell you, Sir Christopher Wren built St. Paul's Cathedral. He done it in the year 1669, just before, you know, that all shit happened.
Sorry
But
to disturb the show. Detective Chief Inspector Albright, sir. New Scotland Yard, sir. I'm arresting you on a charge of murder.
But you don't understand, Detective Chief Inspector Albright.
I think I understand pretty well. Now come on, quietly, chap. That's a good chap.
All right.
He's innocent, I tell you!
I'm sorry, Hannah. This is the only way.
That's a good chap, yeah. All right. Hannah! Quick! He's escaped! Block on the exit! Block on the exit! Carry on, you.
Oh, thank you, sir. As I was saying, before being rudely interrupted in my flow, Sir Christopher Wenbill.
What are the 39 steps?
Sir Christopher Wenbill, say Falls Cathedral.
I said, what are the 39 steps? Come on, man. Out with it.
The 39 steps, sir.
Yes.
The 39 steps are an organisation of spies. They collect information on behalf of the government of...
There's the man you want, Inspector.
Oh no, honey. This is my story. My story. Not yours. And I get to decide how it ends. You don't get the girl. Oh no. You lose the girl. You lose the girl and die alone of grief in your dull, little, rented Portland Place flat. You thought you found love, honey? Afraid not, old sport. You'll never find love. Never. In all eternity. Sorry. Richard! Take it easy, old chap. Take it easy.
I'm all right.
Mr. Memory,
Yes, sir.
what was the information you were taking out of the country?
Will I be all right, me telling you, sir? Yes. It was a lot of work to learn it, sir. The hardest job I ever had to tackle. I don't want to throw it all away for nothing.
Of course not, old man.
The first feature of the new engine is this greatly reduced ratio of compression, represented by R-1 to the power of gamma, the x squared sequenced by 71.33.88. The curving result in equal cubes of serial circumference on the epsilon parameter, aligned with concentric rows of Bladen, and grooved X fields on the diagraphs. This, when arranged in series, will...
It's all over.
With concentric rows of Bladen will result in the HP piston being continually fixed to the slider on the left to right into the shaft. When seen from above, the pylons on the waterside view will represent an angle of precisely 65.2, 0.8, 0.776 degrees. Am I right, sir?
Quite right. Old
Thank
chap.
you, sir. I'm glad it's off my mind at last.
He died in dignity.
Well, you're a free man anyway.
I am now, yes.
Save the country too.
Well, we both did that.
Not really.
Well,
Well,
that'd be,
going, I suppose.
Do you want to come back?
What?
Never mind. I've got the decorators in at the moment. It's rather tricky. you see.
Certainly. Well,
Well,
goodbye.
goodbye. So that's me, and the sad story of my life. Unremarkable, unredeemable, irreformable. Richard.
Utterly horrid and beastly. Poor little orphan boy who never had a chance. This is the man I want, Inspector.
Happy Christmas, darling.
Happy Christmas, darling.